Ever wondered what makes women tick? Imagine if you could unlock the deepest secrets of the female mind, understand the subtle cues and hidden signals that most men miss entirely. Today, we're going to explore something powerful. 10 key weaknesses that women have, but few men understand. But let me warn you right from the start, this isn't just some shallow advice on how to get a woman to like you. What you're about to learn is powerful, and power, if used recklessly, can harm. This knowledge is not for playing games or manipulating others. It's meant to help you build stronger, deeper, and more meaningful connections with women. If you're the kind of man who's looking for shortcuts to trick or exploit women, then this video isn't for you. However, if you're genuinely interested in understanding women better and improving yourself in the process, then keep watching. And trust me, you'll want to stay till the end, because the last point I'll share is something that most men have no clue about. But it's a game changer. If you can't watch the whole video now, do yourself a favor and hit the like button so YouTube will recommend it to you later. You won't want to miss the insights I'm about to drop. Weakness 1. The Steadfast Man. Let's start with something that's often overlooked but incredibly important: consistency. Women are naturally drawn to men who do what they say they'll do. This isn't just a preference, it's a deep-seated psychological need. When your words align with your actions, it creates a sense of security and trust. Think about it. In a world full of uncertainty, a man who is reliable is like a rock in the storm. Stoicism teaches us that consistency isn't just about keeping promises to others, it's about keeping promises to yourself. If you say you're going to do something, whether it's a small task or a big commitment, you follow through no matter what. This isn't just about being attractive to women, it's about being a man of integrity. And here's where the controversy comes in. Many men think that being unpredictable or playing hard to get is the way to win a woman's heart. But let me tell you, while that might work in the short term, it's the man who is consistent, who shows up every single time, who ultimately wins the game in the long run. Women may flirt with danger, but they settle down with stability. So ask yourself, are you the kind of man who does what he says? If not, start small. Make a promise to yourself today and keep it. Your word should be your bond, not just to others, but to yourself. Weakness 2. The confident man. Confidence is magnetic. We all know that, right? But what does that actually mean? Women are instinctively drawn to men who know their worth and aren't afraid to show it. But here's the kicker. Confidence isn't about being the loudest guy in the room or the one who's always got something to prove. Real confidence is quiet. It's about knowing who you are and what you stand for, and not needing anyone else's approval to feel good about yourself. Stoic philosophy teaches us that self-assurance comes from within, not from external validation. This is where many men get it wrong. They think they need to boast about their accomplishments, or worse, put others down to lift themselves up. But here's the truth. Nothing is more attractive than a man who doesn't need to brag. A man who can walk into a room, own it with his presence, and doesn't need to say a word. That's real power. Women sense this kind of confidence a mile away. It's in the way you carry yourself, the way you look people in the eye, and the way you handle yourself under pressure. And here's a practical tip. If you want to build this kind of confidence, start by eliminating filler words from your speech, those uhs, ums, and you knows that make you sound uncertain. Practice speaking clearly and directly, and most importantly, start believing in your own worth. Remember, the world sees you as you see yourself. If you view yourself as valuable, others will too. Weakness 3. The ambitious man. Ambition. It's a word that gets thrown around a lot, but what does it really mean? For women, Ambition isn't just about making money or climbing the corporate ladder. It's about having a vision for your life and the drive to make it happen. Women are naturally attracted to men who have a sense of purpose, who are striving for something bigger than themselves. But here's where it gets controversial. Some men think that just having a job or a steady income is enough to impress a woman. And while financial stability is important, what really sets you apart is your passion and determination to go after what you want. Women can tell when a man is just going through the motions versus when he's truly driven by a goal. Stoicism teaches us that ambition isn't about external rewards. It's about personal growth and fulfillment. An ambitious man is constantly pushing himself to be better, to do better. He's not content with mediocrity, and that's incredibly attractive. But here's the thing. Ambition isn't something you can fake. You either have it or you don't. So if you're feeling stuck or unmotivated, it's time to take a hard look at your life and ask yourself, what do you really want? What drives you? Once you figure that out, start taking steps towards it every day. It doesn't matter how small those steps are. What matters is that you're moving forward. And believe me, women will notice. They can sense when a man is on a mission, and that's incredibly attractive. So, are you on a mission, or are you just coasting through life? The choice is yours. Weakness. 4. The Enigmatic Bad Boy. Now let's talk about the bad boy, the guy who's mysterious, unpredictable, and just a little bit dangerous. There's no denying that women are drawn to this type. But here's the truth. It's not about being a jerk or treating women poorly. The real allure of the bad boy is his sense of mystery and intrigue. Women are fascinated by what they can't fully understand. But let's be real. No one wants to be in a relationship with someone who's constantly playing games or being emotionally unavailable. Stoicism teaches us to be reserved, to not wear our hearts on our sleeves, but also to act with integrity. The key here is balance. You don't have to reveal everything about yourself right away. In fact, keeping a little bit of mystery can be incredibly attractive. But don't mistake that for being dishonest or manipulative. The goal isn't to confuse or hurt her, it's to maintain an air of intrigue. Here's a practical tip. The next time you're getting to know someone, don't feel the need to share everything about your past or your future plans right away. Let her discover things about you over time. This creates a sense of depth and complexity, which is far more attractive than just laying all your cards on the table at once. While many dating gurus will tell you to be completely open and transparent from the get-go, I'm telling you to hold back a little. Not to deceive, but to intrigue. Remember, people value what they have to work for, so make sure you're worth the effort. Weakness 5. Being ignored. This one might surprise you, but sometimes the best way to get a woman's attention is to ignore her. Now, before you jump to conclusions, let me explain. Women, like all people, are naturally drawn to what they can't have. When you're too available, too eager, it can actually push her away. But when you're a bit more aloof, it creates a sense of mystery and makes her wonder why she doesn't have your full attention. Stoicism teaches us to practice detachment, not in a cold or uncaring way, but in a way that shows we're not dependent on external validation. This is key in relationships. If you're always chasing after her, texting her all the time, or constantly trying to get her attention, it can come off as needy and desperate. But when you focus on your own life, your own goals, and let her come to you, it's incredibly powerful. Here's a practical tip. The next time you're in a social setting, try this. Don't make her the center of your attention. Focus on yourself, your friends, or the event itself. When she sees that you're not falling all over her, it will make her curious. She'll start to wonder why you're not like all the other guys who are trying so hard. Many people will tell you that playing hard to get is just a game, that it's manipulative. It's about creating balance. You don't want to be overly available, nor do you want to be completely absent. It's about showing that you have a life outside of her, and that's something she'll find intriguing and, ultimately, attractive. Weakness 6. The Charismatic Man. Charisma. It's that elusive quality that makes some men stand out in a crowd, that makes them unforgettable. But what is it really? Charisma isn't just about being outgoing or charming. It's about making others feel special, valued, and understood. Women are drawn to men who can light up a room, who can make them feel like they're the only person that matters in that moment. But here's the secret. Real charisma isn't about putting on a show. It's about being genuinely interested in others, about connecting with them on a deeper level. Stoicism teaches us to be present, to listen more than we speak, and to be aware of the energy we bring into a room. Here's a practical tip. The next time you're in a conversation, practice active listening. Don't just wait for your turn to speak. Really listen to what the other person is saying and respond thoughtfully. This will not only make you more charismatic, but it will also make you more attractive. While society often celebrates the loudest voices, the men who command attention through force, the most powerful charisma comes from quiet confidence and genuine connection. It's not about dominating the conversation, it's about elevating it. So the next time you're in a social situation, focus less on being the center of attention and more on making others feel like they are. Trust me, this shift in focus will make you stand out more than any flashy display ever could. Weakness 7. The Well-Groomed Man. Let's talk about appearance. There's a reason why people say you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Women notice how you present yourself. It's not just about wearing expensive clothes or having the perfect haircut. It's about the little things, the way you carry yourself, the attention to detail in your grooming, the effort you put into looking your best. Stoicism teaches us that discipline extends to all areas of life, including how we take care of ourselves. A well-groomed man signals that he respects himself, and by extension, that he's capable of respecting others. Here's where it gets practical. You don't need to spend a fortune on designer clothes or the latest trends. What matters is that your clothes fit well, that you're clean, and that you smell good. Women are incredibly attuned to scent, so invest in a quality cologne and make sure your hygiene is on point. While some might say that focusing on your appearance is shallow or vain, I'm telling you that it's essential. The way you present yourself is a reflection of how you see yourself and how you want the world to see you. So take pride in your appearance. It's not about vanity, it's about self-respect. When you take care of how you look, you're telling the world that you value yourself. And trust me, women notice. They notice the small things, the clean shave, the polished shoes, the fresh scent. These details matter. They show that you're attentive, that you care about yourself, and by extension, that you can care about someone else. So take the time to groom yourself well. It's a small investment with a big payoff. Weakness 8. The Masculine Man. Masculinity is often misunderstood in today's world. It's not about being the biggest, strongest guy in the room, nor is it about being emotionally distant or unfeeling. True masculinity is about strength, both physical and emotional. It's about being a leader, being decisive, and most importantly, being dependable. Women are naturally drawn to men who exude these qualities because they signal stability and reliability. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate inner strength, to be resilient in the face of challenges, and to lead by example. But here's where it gets controversial. Some people will tell you that masculinity is outdated, that it's somehow toxic. But true masculinity, when it's about strength, honor, and integrity, is anything but toxic. It's what the world needs more of. Women are attracted to men who can be strong yet gentle, who can lead yet listen, who can be assertive yet compassionate. Here's a practical tip. Start engaging in activities that build both your physical and mental strength. Whether it's working out, taking on a leadership role, or simply making decisions with confidence, these actions will help you develop the kind of masculinity that women find irresistible. And here's the bottom line. Masculinity, when expressed in a healthy, balanced way, is incredibly attractive. It's not about being aggressive or domineering. It's about being strong, steady, and reliable. It's about being the kind of man that others can look up to and depend on. So, embrace your masculinity. Don't shy away from it. The world needs strong men, and women are naturally drawn to them. Weakness 9. The passionate man. Passion is one of the most attractive qualities a man can have. It's that fire in your belly, that drive to pursue what you love, no matter the obstacles. Women are drawn to men who are passionate about something, anything. It doesn't matter if it's your career, a hobby, or a cause. What matters is that you care deeply about it. Stoicism teaches us that living a life of purpose and passion is essential for fulfillment. When you're passionate, it shows in everything you do. It gives you energy, it gives you focus, and it makes you stand out. Most men think that passion is something that either you have or you don't. But passion can be cultivated. It's about finding what excites you and diving into it with everything you've got. Here's a practical tip. If you don't already have something you're passionate about, start exploring. Try new things, take up new hobbies, or dive deeper into your work. Find something that lights you up and pursue it with everything you've got. And here's why this matters. A man who is passionate about his life is incredibly attractive. It shows that you have depth, that you're engaged with the world, and that you're not just coasting through life. Women want to be with a man who has that spark, that drive to pursue what he loves. So find your passion and let it fuel everything you do. Trust me, it will make you more attractive in ways you can't even imagine. Weakness 10. The emotionally intelligent man. Finally, let's talk about emotional intelligence, one of the most underrated yet powerful traits a man can have. Women are inherently emotional beings, and a man who can understand and connect with them on that level is rare and highly valued. Emotional intelligence isn't just about being sensitive or understanding. It's about being able to manage your own emotions while being attuned to the emotions of others. Stoicism teaches us the importance of mindfulness and self-awareness, which are key components of emotional intelligence. Some men think that showing emotion is a sign of weakness, but the opposite is true. Being in touch with your emotions and being able to connect with others on an emotional level is a sign of strength. It shows that you're secure enough in yourself to care and to connect. Here's a practical tip. Practice active listening. The next time you're in a conversation, don't just listen to the words. Listen to the emotions behind them. Pay attention to body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. This will help you connect on a deeper level and respond in a way that shows you truly understand. And here's the bottom line. Emotional intelligence isn't about being overly sensitive or emotional. It's about being aware, being present, and being able to connect with others in a meaningful way. It's about understanding that emotions are a powerful force, and when you can navigate them skillfully, you become not just more attractive, but more effective in all areas of life. So start developing your emotional intelligence today. It's one of the most valuable skills you can have, both in relationships and in life. So, we've covered the top 10 female weaknesses every man must know, and if you've made it this far, you're already ahead of most men out there. But here's the deal. None of this knowledge will mean anything if you don't apply it. The real power lies in action. It's time to take what you've learned and put it to work in your life, whether it's becoming more consistent, exuding true confidence, or embracing your independence. These insights are only valuable if you use them. Now, I want to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me which of these weaknesses you're going to start working on today. Is it building your confidence, or maybe focusing on your emotional intelligence? Let me know, because I'm genuinely interested in how you're planning to level up your game. And if you found this video valuable, show me by hitting that like button. It's a simple action, but it lets me know that you're serious about becoming the best version of yourself. And don't forget to subscribe. If you're into content that cuts through the fluff and gets straight to the point, I've got more coming your way. Liking and subscribing isn't just about supporting the channel. It's your way of telling me that you're ready for more insights that challenge you, push you, and ultimately help you become the man you want to be. So, don't just sit there. Take action, comment, like, and subscribe. Let's keep this journey going, because the only way to grow is to keep pushing forward.